You Can Go Home Again.
Born and raised right here in Nicodemus, Kansas.
I came here every summer. My great-grandmother lived here.
We're just busting with pride over the whole deal, you know. My grandchildren are seventh generation, and they know they're seventh generation, and I'm fifth generation.
This project, You Can Come Home Again, came out of a casual conversation with my younger sister, Cindy Moore Pascal, and her daughter, Diana Pascal.
Is this the original site of Nicodemus?
This is where the Exodus is.
Yes.
Everything that he probably would know if he were in that church area down there.
That's exactly right.
Came back because my uncle was coming, and he hadn't been here in eons. So I said, well, he's making a long trip, and I hadn't seen him for a while, so I said, I'll make it. So I wound up driving from Dallas-Fort Worth up here.
On his birthday, July 14, 1914, he was 97 years young, and we asked him if he would like to go back to Kansas to see his oldest living relatives, Florence Howard and her sister Bertha Carter, who lived in legendary Nicodemus. It seems that their two fathers homesteaded side by side in Logan County, so they were raised together like one enormous family.
The grandparents live there,
Okay.
and my dad and mother live right over here at this hill. And grandfather, he raised a garden right down east part of the land here. And he raised a lot of squashes, watermelon, cantaloupe.
Nicodemus was settled by emancipated slaves in 1877. It was the first Western town built for and settled by black settlers. My parental great-grandparents, George and Effie Moore, were former slaves and one of a group of 15 families who went from Georgetown, Kentucky to Nicodemus, Kansas to homestead. All the men from Nicodemus, including his grandfather and his father, went to work on the railroad 35 miles south of Nicodemus in Ellis, Kansas.
Kentucky to Kansas, traveling west, they headed for the plains, putting freedom to the test, in search of the promised land. They thought it would be those great pioneers who built Nicodemus for us. Nicodemus, oh Nicodemus, my home sweet home is Nicodemus. Oh, there's history on the prairie.
So the purpose of our trip was to celebrate the ancestors while my daddy could make the journey. Daddy wanted to go to the annual homecoming celebration that was held the last weekend in July.
Most of the people you'll see this weekend are related somehow or other.
How are you? I'm Loretta. I'm your cousin.
You come out here all the time?
Yeah, every year.
Every year?
Am I on TV?
Yep, you are. So why do you come out here?
To celebrate Nicodemus's
Heritage.
This celebration was started over 130 years ago to celebrate the first crops as free people.
We come out, eat, party. On Saturday morning, we get up for the pancake breakfast, so we do that. It's an awesome 4-day celebration out here in Nicodemus, Kansas.
Saturday morning is the parade, and you can't do anything until after the parade is over. It's the Buffalo Soldiers will be here.
It's important to know about Nicodemus, because Nicodemus has a lot of history. You have the first black settlement,
You have some of the Buffalo soldiers that come from this area.
Being out here in the country, the parade is not as long as the city parade. So when the different people on the horses or the cars, they would throw candy out. It would be old-fashioned candy because what they throw now is sweet tarts, but we'd have bit on honeys. But you would get candy, you would get buttons, you would get beads. And then we'd have different talent shows going on, fashion shows, meet and greet everybody. On Sunday, everybody would go to church. And then that's when the festivities ended and we'd all go home.